We are so happy to be back here on the Florida Powerboat Club's YouTube channel. Stu Jones along with producer Ryan McCoy here in the Pompano Beach studios. And yes, guys, we have taken a break now for about 4 weeks. We had the Bahamas Poker Run celebrating 30 years of this exciting run, which was followed by our annual summer tour up the northeast coast all the way to New York City. And of course, we rounded things off by visiting the Tiki Lee's Shootout and Poker Run in the Baltimore area. So we are back home now in Pompano Beach and resuming coverage of our Miami Boat Show Poker Run, which this year went to Key Largo, which included an all-new boat show at Gilbert's Resort in Key Largo and saw a roster that exceeded 100 teams. So let's pick it up where we left off, where we had just completed our lunch stop on the Thursday run to Gilbert's, and we're now getting all of our teams situated in the various hotels in the Key Largo area. Let's get back out on the waterways with the members of the Florida Powerboat Club. So before we get started, let's thank our sponsors. Florida Powerboat Club's 2021 series sponsors include Blackwater Boats and their sister company, Deep Impact Boats, along with their exclusive worldwide dealer, Plantation Boat Mart. Midnight Express Powerboats, Mercury Racing Wide Open, Mystic Powerboats, Myco Custom Trailers, Nortec High Performance Boats, Performance Boat Center, and our official prize sponsor, Superior Communications, providing us with Garmin and Icon products as prizes for our Poker Run events. So here we are now. Most of the boats have arrived at the Playa Largo Resort in Key Largo. It's one of the newer properties that we have been visiting with the Florida Powerboat Club for about 4 years now. They don't have a very large dock, but what they do have, well, we filled it up. And this is a very lavish and luxurious destination. Everyone will tell you once they arrive here, they say, wow, this is one of the nicest places in the Upper Keys. It actually has its own beach, which is rare for the Florida Keys. And we really love this Soul by the Sea, which is like an open-air restaurant overlooking the marina. And I think that most of us would agree this is the coolest place to hang out on the property, especially at happy hour. As we tie up the boats and rinse them off, the last couple of boats now arriving late in the day here on Thursday as the sun goes down. And you can see that the conditions have just laid down beautifully. In fact, this is a great time to take out this 151 Express, this 32-foot single-engine Phantom. I think that this is a boat that's great in the nice calm conditions. You get into the rough stuff, and this is a wild ride. And you're about to see how easy it is to thread the needle and just get this skinny little Phantom into its slip, because all of the slips here were made for smaller boats. And I think this has probably got the smallest beam of any of the boats attending. If you have less than 10-foot beam, you're good on the slips here in this Playa Largo Resort Marina. Anything bigger, you got to be out on the T-head. And enough about the boats. There's a Bikini, guys, so let's focus our attention on that for now. And just a great way to wrap up a fun day of boating for so many of our participants here as we set a new record for this event, enjoying a happy hour at Soul by the Sea, with everyone settled in for the night on this first day of the Miami Boat Show Poker Run. And now turn the page to a Friday morning where things are getting a slow start over here at Gilbert's. Still early in the day, but the one thing that I noticed most, other than these bikinis, which there were a lot of, was that it was a real casual flow. So understand that everyone has these spots here at Gilbert's on the dock, on the main dock, and in the slips, and they're allowed to come and go and do their product demos at whatever time they wish. And that's the beauty of this show. It's got such a casual format. Of course, Statement was there. They had about 4 or 5 boats on the dock. Performance Boat Center brought this cigarette center console, and MTI had 2 or 3 boats on display as well. So all of the leading manufacturers were well represented here at this show. Of course, Nortec High Performance was our presenting sponsor for the event. And as we see now this shot of DJ Sarisa and his 38-foot Donzi, remember that there's still a lot of Florida Powerboat Club members here that are just having fun. So along with entertaining their own personal crew, they're also helping out their manufacturing sponsors, the people who built their boat for them, so that prospective buyers could check out the newest models. Yes, indeed, those are turbine engines you hear. That's not a jet landing. That's low altitude 50-foot Mystic. So this is a good time to get kicked off with some sponsor spotlights. No better presenter than our friends at Nortec High Performance, our presenting sponsor for the event. Our lovely Marissa caught up with Jeff Tomlinson.
I'm Jeff Tomlinson with Nortec High Performance Boats, and I'm the dealer manager. So we have here at the show, we have a 390 center console, we have a 392 Superfish, we also have the new 460 with the retractable hardtop, and we also debuted our first 50-foot center console. This is the first time that we've been able to get it out on the water, so we did a delivery to the customer, Jesse Newman. This is his third Nortec from us. He's very excited to have it and also very excited to be showcasing it this weekend.
And along with being able to showcase some of their new models like this new 50 Nortec, I'm very happy to report that Nortec is celebrating its 30th anniversary. They began the company in 1991. Here we are now, fast forward to 2021. And I'm happy to say that Florida Powerboat Club has been along for that ride for most of those 30 years. And we'll be featuring some of that Nortec Owners event that we did celebrating that milestone later in our series here on YouTube. Meanwhile, let's get back with Jeff.
We're really glad to be here this weekend. It was great that Stu put on this event in lieu of the Miami Boat Show. Looks like everybody in our niche of the industry pulled together to pull this off. We've got a lot of boats here on display, poker run going on, so it's a great event. Look forward to doing it again.
And for our next sponsor spotlight, we caught up with Marine Technology Inc., or MTI as we know them. And over the many years that we've been associated with MTI, we've watched the Sism family grow up, including Taylor Sism, who's now ready to play a big role in this family-owned business. Here's Taylor with a recap of what's here at the show.
Hi, my name's Taylor. I'm here with MTI, and we're here at Florida Powerboat Club first boat show. We've got two 42Bs, a 34, and a couple 39s. We've got all outboards here this year. Usually we have a couple inboards, but this year we've gone all outboard. We've updated a couple features on our 42B this year, added garments, places, and just updated the interior a little. So that's pretty cool. We've got a lot of customers down, and we're really excited to be doing this boat show for the first time.
And that was an interesting point that Taylor pointed out, is they're here with all outboard boats. These cats and center console models powered by Mercury Racing outboards. And for the sake of those of you who love these big MTI cats that we all know with this Mercury Racing stern drive power, you'll be happy to know that we've got several of them registered for the event, including all of the Team Black Diamond boats, the 52 MTI, its little sister ship, the 34 Black Diamond Express, and of course that other 52, Pressure Makes Diamonds. We had several exhibitors in our show here at Gilbert's as well, including my good friend Ryan Hofstetter. He represents Marine Customs from Melbourne, Florida. He helped us out with our restoration project on my kid's 1990 Boston Whaler, and it turned out fantastic.
So we are a fabricator of closed cell PE foam-based product. We represent a product called UDEC. It's a high density but still soft to the feet product. So we've done actually Stu's Whaler. We've done almost all of the boats that Plantation has brought, and then 2 or 3 of the MTIs that are here as well. We come out to your vessel, do a full digitized scan of your vessel itself, and create a truly custom-based cut solution for your boat. On the vessel itself, we would choose a pattern option that might go along with something that's on the upholstery or any pattern that you would like. If your boat has a specific name, we can put that name into it. We can either router it, we can also laser engrave that, and then choose a color combination that would work for your boat as well. Start to finish, the process is going to be about 3 weeks, but again, we're creating a truly custom-based application for the boat itself. So it's not the same look on every MTI or every boat that's been out there. It's made to cut, fit, and look as you want on your vessel.
And one of the veterans in our performance marine industry, everyone knows Mike Lavorsi from Lavorsi Marine Instruments. He's here representing his entire product line Glad to have Mike at the show. He has been a long-time commercial affiliate with the Florida Powerboat Club.
Mike Lavorsi from Lavorsi Marine down here at the FPC Poker Run / show, and very excited to be here since they canceled the Miami Boat Show. A couple products that I'm very excited about. Number one, the DTS. It's got overmolding on it to match many of the black Carlotta wheels. It's very ergonomically correct, and they're medium length handles, not short but not long, medium length. So tight bases work out well with this. The other thing I'm excited about is our tabs. Got them in 7 different sizes, hydraulic tabs. They're made from billet aluminum, hard anodized, hold up in salt water very well. They're stepped just like a boat. Less aeration, less drag in the water, more efficiency. These are our soft grip wheels, available in 5 different sizes. They're soft on your hands, doesn't slip when your hands are wet. You got a suicide knob that's indented so it doesn't hit you where it hurts, and it's priced very nicely.
And we'd like to welcome Scott Conrad from the SLT collection in Fort Lauderdale, another one of our longtime friends from the Florida Powerboat Club. He's got some great new products that he represents. Very glad to have SLT on board here at our show.
Hi, I'm Scott Conrad with SLT Collection out of Fort Lauderdale. We came down to enjoy the Florida Powerboat Club Miami Boat Show Poker Run, and brought down some airship ribs that we got for sale and some Freightliner sport chassis trucks. So we brought this new 34-foot airship with a pair of Mercury 400s on it. Fairly heavily loaded boat. It's got the carbon fiber tubes, some quilted interior. It has a vacuum flush head in the console, carbon fiber dash, and nice electronics, and a really, really nice package. So this one with the 400s on it, and we've got some lab props, runs right about 80 miles an hour. So not too bad for a 34-foot rib. We're also happy to bring down 2 of the offshore edition sport chassis trucks. Sport Chassis made these kind of special for us, and this is the first 2 that we had received, and they put a custom grill package, like a gator step foam deck flooring similar to what we have in the boats on the steps and on the aft deck for it. Blacked out some of the pieces, and kind of a heavier trailer hitch set up on the back for guys that are going to bumper pull instead of doing a gooseneck setup, and really kind of oriented it towards the offshore group that we cater to. So we're pretty excited to have these first 2 of this model. Just happy to be down here and able to showcase some of the products and let the people know who we are. Our dealership's a little bit newer, and we've been in the game a long time, but great to see all of our old friends and customers and clients and down here, and really enjoyed the whole weekend.
And perhaps one of the largest high-performance marine dealers throughout the country, Performance Boat Center, with 2 locations, Fort Lauderdale and Lake of the Ozarks. Here's the company's sales manager, Tim Gallagher, to tell us what's going on with the boats they have here at the Key Largo show.
I'm Tim Gallagher with Performance Boat Center. We brought a little bit of everything from Performance Boat Center to this poker run. We've got our Wright Performance 360 right here next to me. We're also involved with MTI. Here's a beautiful 390X right next to me. We had our cigarette boats here. I had a 41 Nighthawk, a 42 Auroras, and we love our boats. We love our customers. We try and bring it all out so everybody gets to see what Performance Boat Center's got. We've come on as a series sponsor for Florida Powerboat Club this year, so you and everyone watching and attending will see a lot more from Performance Boat Center throughout Florida.
Well, I know you guys are anxious to see some aerial footage of these boats running, and no perfect time than now to continue this Performance Boat Center segment by introducing one of our newest members, Guy Wilson from Virginia, with this triple-engine Sensation 34 CCX. He came a long way to be a part of this event, 2,000 miles round trip for his first event with the Florida Powerboat Club. And he says that even though the boat's a 2017, he's the 3rd owner, but he said that the previous owners kept it in showroom condition. I had to agree because I got beside this boat and I thought it was a brand new demo coming from Performance Boat Center. So what a guy says he likes about powerboating, he says seeing all the amazing boats and the camaraderie amongst the powerboaters. And now we're catching up with Myra Coyle from Performance Boat Center. who really mixes his time up with the company, spends a lot of time as a throttle man on the Performance Boat Center's racing teams, but also likes to get in the boats every once in a while and join us on the poker runs. Nice to see Myrick joining us here for this Key Largo getaway. This, of course, one of Cigarette's newer models, the 41 Nighthawk. It's powered by Quad Mercury Racing 450Rs, a boat that was a real showstopper at the Miami Boat Show just a year earlier. And from big center consoles to now very sporty cats, looks like Performance Boat Center covers it all. We're now joining Peter and Carolyn Fink, who came all the way from Nebraska. It's their first poker run in this 2019 MTI 340X, and this is a carbon edition, which makes it super special. And the team name Lil Jet is very fitting for the Finks because Peter, well, he's a jet pilot. They said in their video bio that what they like about powerboating is the people and the speed and the openness to be able to run their performance boat. Well, they just came out of the mangroves into some open bay water, so this is the time, Peter. It's time to hit those throttles. And now to showcase this Wright Performance 360 cat, and this one is exclusive to Performance Boat Center. Now joining Mike DeWitt from Indiana in his 360. It's powered by Mercury Racing 450s, a 2020 model, and of course we all know now that there is a 42 edition as well as a 39, the newest edition, I think the first one coming up very soon. You can find out all about this Wright Performance cat at the Performance Boat Center website. They have 2 locations in South Florida and also at Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. And a big shout out to Mike. He traveled 1,000 miles with the boat to attend this poker run here in the Keys. And continuing our showcase for the Performance Boat Center, Tim Gallagher here now, a sales manager in this 41 Cigarette. Got Quad Mercury Racing 450Rs. I believe it's a Nighthawk. I could be wrong. You know, Cigarette has so many new models now, I can't keep track. But we'll let them tell you. All you got to do is go on their website and find out. And what you will discover is that they have more inventory of cigarettes than any other dealer in the country. So if Cigarette is your brand, then Performance Boat Center is certainly the place to find one. And you can't help but love these conditions that we're having today on this beautiful Friday here in the Upper Keys. And this is why the format for this Miami Boat Show poker run to Key Largo has worked out so well, because really we're right in the middle of a giant playground here in the Florida Keys. And with our helicopter on hand every day, this has really given us a chance to showcase our dealers and factory sponsors in a way that is really quite difficult to do at a traditional boat show. So I think that this event format has worked out well, and I do want to thank everyone at Performance Boat Center for really showing up with a stellar fleet here of all the different lines that they represent. And of course, to all of the Performance Boat Center customers for joining in and taking part in these photo and video shoots so that we can really show off the new models, but more importantly, tell a little bit about your personal boating lifestyles. And another cigarette, and another member from Long Island, New York. A lot of Long Islanders here in this club. And here on this event, Stephen Barker, Twin Mercury Racing 1100s in this 42X called X Factor. Perfect name for this boat. Love the graphics, a very popular model and a very fast boat. And a lot of these 42X models originally came out with 700s, or at least 2 or 3 were rigged with 1350s. But Stephen has got a pair of Mercury Racing 1100s, and I think that is the ideal setup for this boat. Of course, we have another one in the club, an orange one just like it with Mercury Racing 1100s. I think both of the owners would tell you that this is the perfect engine package. Very reliable, runs on 89 octane, 2 years warranty from the new motors. I think it's a great way to go and an awesome boat. And here now, one of our newcomers to the scene, actually first time with us on an event. This is Rob Bergold from New York, Long Island actually, Medford, Long Island, in a brand new boat he just got last fall. It's a 2020 32-foot Predator Cat, and it looks an awful lot like a Doug Wright, powered by Mercury Racing 400s. So I asked Rob, why does it look so much like a Doug Wright? He says, well, the guy who owns Predator actually got the molds from Doug Wright, and I think that's why the boats are so similar. But it is a new boat altogether, built by Predator Boats in New York. And this is actually one of the first times that Rob says he's run the boat. Apparently it didn't even have the interior all intact. But he's running alongside with his friend Stephen Barker, also from Long Island, so I think that explains why they're running together. And certainly just illustrating more than anything that this growing trend back towards performance outboard cats is really just continuing with no signs of letting up. So I think that these events down here in the Florida Keys are really ideal for these performance cats. And just a little change of scenery here now. It looks like the aerial photo crew has gotten down around Isla Morada, and I think they decided to head out offshore and see if they can do some offshore running in some bigger seas. So they caught up with Chris Colson. Let's listen in. Wow, I know that's what you guys came for, so you're welcome. For our next sponsor spotlight, let's catch up with Nick Buis from Statement Marine.
We had 3 of the catamarans down here, 3 of our new 36s, handful of center consoles everywhere, the 35s and 38s, a couple with the 450s, some with the 400s. The 450 motor has just been a game changer for the whole industry. It's brought so much torque and reliability to everything right now. We're seeing great response with the boats. People are really taking off and liking the product. As well as for our catamarans, it's just, it makes the boats just such a friendly animal to run. The 36 Cat with twin 450s just, it puts the reliability in the fast boats. Just a fun all-around boat to run. It's a really great venue. I mean, Stu did a great job putting all this together. Gives the opportunity to get some boats down here. Again, at the beginning of the year, we didn't have the Miami show, so he, improvised, put this in place. Had great turnout down here, plenty of people, good traffic, and have everybody in one location where you don't have to go and back to hotels and everything. Everything's right here. You can do demo rides right out here. We've been very fortunate, good water everywhere to run around with.
Yes, I couldn't agree more, Nick. I really think it was a great venue to do all of what you just said. And for the dealers and manufacturers present, I think that worked out really well. And also, special shout out to Statement because, you guys have come so far in such little time over the years and with such an amazing line of new models now. I'm very impressed. Nick, we came a long way together. I remember back in the days we were doing poker runs in the late 90s, and look where you are now. So thanks to Statement Marine and all the crew there for doing such a great job building first-class center consoles, V-bottoms, and now cats for the performance boating lifestyle. And with more on that new cat, Travis Weeks from North Carolina. He's actually a dealer. Performance East is the name of his company. His first event in this brand new Statement 36-foot cat, joined by one of our longtime members, Matt Raymond, also from North Carolina. Of course, he owns Sanders Ford. That's where we get all of our Ford pickups from. But what a great team. I know I got them set up over at the Mariners Club Resort. They got a beautiful condo over there, and I got a dock there. It worked out really well for them. But I just have to say once again that I'm amazed at how this new cat has just really come on strong. Just a couple of months later at the Tampa Bay Poker Run, I think we had 3 of them. And nice to see that Statement Marine has the vision, but above that, really just the capability in manufacturing and production to not only build 2 very successful center console models, the 35 and the 38, But now to get into an entirely new cat model that has its history with, obviously, Jay Polini, everyone knows, building a 34 cats, but to take that mold and to modify it and come up with a really great performing 36-foot cat. So once again, illustrating this major trend towards outboard catamarans. Everybody's getting on the bandwagon, and quite frankly, I think that's what every leading performance marine manufacturer needs to do. You got to stay with the wave, go with the flow of what people are looking for, and understand what, very limited number of outboard motors there are out there, and the Mercury Racing 450 fits this format, this platform perfectly. And thanks very much to Statement Marine for their continued support with the Florida Powerboat Club. And now for our next sponsor spotlight, let's join John Kosker from Mystic Powerboats.
We're at Gilbert's Resort in Key Largo, Florida for the Miami Boat Show, Poker Run, and Boat Show. We got 2 boats down here this weekend. We ran the 40 outboard cat down in the Poker Run, and then we brought one of our 42-footers down to put on display by trailer. It's our last E-Glass catamaran here. We just came out with a carbon version of it. So this one's here for demos, and everything we're selling from going forward from here on out is carbon boat. We gained a lot of speed with that. We're running upwards of 120 miles an hour with it and still retained a really comfortable ride, a kind of a unique layout in the cockpit where you can walk right out the back of the boat with a lot of storage in the center. So we're pretty excited about that. And then we have our demo here, our 42-footer that we've run for about 9 months. Quad 450s on it, absolutely loaded boat. We actually sold the boat 2 weeks ago. We had to ask the owner for one favor while we sold it to be able to bring it back here for the boat show. So it's its last show. We have a new boat in the rigging shop right now. That'll be our new demo to go forward this year with. It's been nice on this location here, be able to do demo rides and everything with both boats. As soon as we're off the dock here, it's literally just a few hundred yards to be able to get on plane, and you can run down through the open waters down here, and then you get out down into the S-curves and the mangroves. You can really show how the boats handle some turns. So it's actually worked out to be a really good location for the show.
Thank you very much, John, for your kind words about the show. I think we can all agree that it is a great venue. And I think I will echo the same words with you, John, that I did with Nick Buis earlier. Between the two of you, you guys are just pioneers who I've known for 25 years. And watching you grow and develop with your new lines, new models, and create just an amazing brand of powerboats that are so great for the Florida boating lifestyle. Ray Grimeau is a perfect example here with this brand new 4200. The guy that bought one of these boats about 4 years ago with triple 350s, I believe, and here he is now with a brand new M4200 with quad 450s, and just so amazed. He is just so jacked up about this boating lifestyle, and this being his first event for his new 42. He's with his wife Christine and a lot of their friends. And understand, these people wouldn't be doing this. They wouldn't be enjoying such an amazing lifestyle if they didn't have something to really get their adrenaline turning. And that's what this Mystic does for Ray and for his crew and for a lot of the people that own this model. So once again, thank you to John Kosker and all of the team at Mystic Powerboats for doing such a great job with these new models and for your continued support with the Florida Powerboat Club. Well, guys, this has been a fabulous showcase of all of our leading manufacturers and dealer sponsors, but we are approaching the 30-minute mark now, and that means we've got to say goodbye soon. But before we do that, just a little bit of love from Marissa on the left, and that is Kendall on the right, our newest FPC girls who are enjoying a little time here on this floating helicopter platform that is docked about 150 yards from Gilbert's. And this is how we did all of these amazing photo and video shoots. So thanks to Marissa and Kendall. Thanks to all of our sponsors and, of course, all of our participants for putting on a great show here today. Plenty more to come as we move forward with coverage of this Miami Boat Show Poker Run to Key Largo, a new format for the Florida Powerboat Club. Thanks to all of our YouTube followers and subscribers for joining us and taking part of this great coverage of these exciting Florida Powerboat Club events. Remember, if you don't want to miss another episode, you want to subscribe by hitting that button and clicking the notification bell so that you get all of the updates every time a new episode is released. Be sure to check out the website at flpowerboat.com for all of the details about upcoming poker run events in 2021, as well as membership information. You can follow us on Facebook at Florida Powerboat Club, and you can follow us on Twitter and on these Instagram pages. Thanks to all of our viewers for your wonderful comments on our page, and you guys know who you are, and I really do appreciate that. But if you have questions or comments you want to direct to me specifically, please use my personal email at stu@flpowerboat.com. I check that daily, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We have got a fantastic year planned for 2021 with members of the Florida Powerboat Club, so stay with us. Meanwhile, we're going to sign off for now. This is Stu Jones along with our producer Ryan McCoy in the Pompano Beach studio. Have fun out there, guys. Be safe on the waterways. Wear your life jackets when the time is right, and always respect your fellow boaters. Bye for now.